And we're live. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. We thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Let's Talk with Kadian and Jody. Say hi, Jody. She's in the lower right of your screen there.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for watching.
We're so happy to have you guys tonight. Tonight, we have a really awesome topic, and it's really special to me because I'm a mom, and our topic this evening is mompreneurs. So we've titled it Superheroes Are Also Mompreneurs because, as a mom, we wear a lot of different hats. We're caregivers, we're the nurses, we're the teachers, we're everything to our children, right? So now we're in the workforce, we're in the business world, and we're wearing that hat as well. So tonight we're going to talk about how it affects our families, if it affects our families, right? And how we navigate wearing all these hats and also running an online business. We have two wonderful guests with us this evening. We have Joyce from Ontario, Canada. She is a mom of two beautiful girls, a wife, and an online business owner. And then we also have Masa. Masa is from Nova Scotia. She is also a wife, a mom of a son. She's originally from Iran, right? And she runs her online business as well. So we're going to speak with them this evening and get their input on what's going on in the online space. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves a little bit? Tell a little bit about yourselves to our guests. Maybe we can start with you first, Joyce.
All right. Hi. Hello, everyone. So, as Kadian said, my name is Joyce. I'm originally from the Philippines. I've been in the business for 1 year. I just celebrated my 1 year anniversary, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're happy to have you here, Joyce. Masa, introduce yourselves to us, please.
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Thank you for having me today. And I thank everyone who's watching us right now or watching the replay later. As you said, Kadian, I am from Canada, but I'm originally from Iran. I've been here in Canada for the last 17 years with my family. I have an 8-year-old son. And as an employee, I've been working in banking and insurance industry for almost 13 years. And it's been a year and a half that I've started my own online business as well.
Wonderful.
Awesome. I
Wonderful.
want to say thank you to everyone tuning in this evening. Thank you to, I'll shout out a couple. We have Sital from BC. We have Marie from Illinois. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for watching.
So I'll let you take over, Jody, and you can start our discussion.
All right. So, as Kadian said, we're super excited for this episode because we have the super moms with us. And we want to just discuss and talk about, actually running an online business as a mom, and what it's like. And I'm going to start off by asking what inspired you both to become a mom entrepreneur and start your own business while raising your children. How is that for you? And what inspired you to start? I will kick it off with either Joyce or Masa. Anyone of you can start. I don't know.
I can start.
Okay.
Perfect. It's actually a great question because that's what kind of triggered me to start this business. It was 8 years ago when my son was born. And I had to, in Canada, we get like 1 year of maternity leave. And then after that, I had to send him to daycare. So it really broke my heart because he was dealing with separation anxiety. But my husband and I, we both had we both were an employee, and we didn't have any second income, no second, like a plan B or no savings for me to be able to stay at home. So I had to send him to daycare from a very young age. So at home, we speak Farsi, and in the daycare, he had to go and speak English. And he didn't know English well. He couldn't speak even Farsi that much. So it was a big struggle. And I was so scared of looking out for anything else. So unfortunately, we went through this kind of anxiety, separation anxiety. I went through disability leave because there were kind of a lot of pressure at work, at home for me. And I didn't dare actually to take a step, to take a move and go for another opportunity like this online. Like I let 3 4 years, like 5 years passed, and then pandemic happened. And that was a time that I found out that I really need to make a change. I really need to make a move. And when I kind of found this business, that was the thing. I said, like, I'm going to go for it because I wanted to. Even now, like he's 7 or 8, there are a lot of times that I wish that I could have, like before I started this business, I always thought that if I could have like a plan B, sometimes I can cut off on my hours at work and I can spend more time with him. And this business, actually starting this business, gave me this opportunity. And that was my reason. Like my son was my why, and my passion became my, like, helping moms, working moms like myself, to start a plan B for their life, to not to just depend on their employee job. And whenever they want to move to their business, or if they want to have that peace of mind that if they needed to stay with their kids, they have something on the side that can help them that way.
Wow. I mean, that's a huge why. And as a mom myself, we know like we will do anything for our kids. And for your son to, not know the language. And, when you're going to school in general as children, there's a lot of social anxiety as it is, right? So I can't imagine starting somewhere new, not knowing the language and having to navigate that. So, I mean, you wanting to be there for him, there's no bigger why than that, than to be there for our kids. And as moms, it's our duty, right? But it's what we want to do too. It's our heart, right? Thank you so much for that. I can definitely relate to that.
Sure.
Well, how about you, Joyce?
I love that there's the two of us here with different stories. So for me, I feel like I have a bunch of different whys, but what I wanted to highlight tonight was that I just wanted more freedom, more choices in life in general, because I'm already a stay-at-home mom, and that in itself is already a big blessing. I'm so grateful about that. But I wanted to be more than just a mom. So I guess I was searching for something that where I could learn new skills, where I could express my creativity, where I could apply myself. Because previously I had a bunch of different careers. I was a licensed practical nurse. I was an international flight attendant, but for 8 years I didn't work at all. So I it was time for me to find something I could channel all this energy. I wanted to find something meaningful, and I ended up in this community. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Wow, I love that you said that, and something to channel your creativity. That's wonderful and awesome. So that's great. That's awesome. How has the experience of being a mom entrepreneur impacted your children, if any at all? How is that?
I could start this one. For me, first of all, I think it's, of course, the flexible schedule that we can all agree with, right? As It was my first time seeing that video, that introduction, and where Gideon said that she never missed a soccer game anymore. So that's one big impact. Like, I can go to their events, but on the other hand, I have two girls, two daughters, and in a way, I wanted to set an example for them, for them to see that their mom is following a dream. So it's like, they're still young. They're 4 years old, and they're sorry, one is almost 4, and the other is 8. And I just wanted to show them, because I've been doing a lot of self development, especially ever since starting this business. So I think they see a healthier version of me, happier, more well rounded. So in my opinion, that's a positive impact on my kids.
Wow. So many times, we get lost in doing everything for our children and for our families that we forget about ourselves too. So I love that you touched on that you wanted to do something for yourself because, as moms, we pour out everything we have for everybody else. So we deserve to do something for ourselves too. So I love that. How about you, Masa? What's impacted or has the experience impacted you or your children and how?
That's exactly as Joy said. For me, one of the biggest impact that I'm showing my son as well, the same, was personal growth in this business and showing him that lots of options out there and we need to keep open mind and we don't have to follow the crowd. So that's what I actually learned from this business myself. I was always wanted to be accepted through the social kind of interaction. I wanted to do whatever other people was doing. And I was so shy. I was always very introvert person. I could never see myself going live like this that I'm doing right now. And I was doing like for the last year and a half. But I'm showing my son that there are lots of things inside us that we can kind of flourish and show and learn and grow. And I'm so glad that he is actually in this journey with me. He's seen me every day much more motivated, much more like happier and more energetic because of kind of seeing a lot of opportunity on our way, like as a family. And that's the biggest impact in our life and my son's life as well.
That's incredible. Really is incredible. I love that we're great role models for our kids. Like, I love that we can show them that you can go after your dream. You can do more than what, everybody else is doing. You don't have to be the same. You can carve your own path to whatever it is that you want to be and whatever success you're trying to attain. So I love that. I'll pose this next question to Joyce. Joyce, can you share any memorable success stories or moments in your business journey that you feel have been like particularly meaningful as a mompreneur, as an online business owner?
Yeah, sure thing. But before I answer, actually, I wanted to say this is the first time I've met Masa, but I am just, wow, I'm blown away and I'm so inspired by her talking. Like, wow. That's the beauty of this business. There's just so many people to meet and to get inspired by. And that's actually the thing that came to my mind with this question. It was the convention that we had last month. It was a huge deal for us. It was our first convention. We're this community is global, so we were all gathered. More than 2,000 plus attendees, from 20 something countries. It was just an amazing feeling. It solidifies that you're a business owner. You own your own business, but you're not alone. So when you're in that room with other people who are like-minded, it had a huge impact on me. It just really boosted me up, and it made me feel so proud.
Yes, absolutely. I was not at the convention, but the energy that we had from it came over to everyone else that was in the business. It's like we're a family. It's like a family. We have established a family. We've had friends, build friendships here and meet and greet, and it's just so wonderful. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into that.
I want to first echo that because I was also at the convention.
Yes.
And I didn't know anyone other than, my direct mentors myself. I knew no one else directly at that convention. There was over 2,000 people there. And when I tell you, you go in there, everybody's hugging everyone. It's like we met, like we might have only seen each other, through, social media or through the business because this is digital business. So we're all online. But it's like, it was so warm. Nobody felt awkward. If you went solely by yourself, you would not feel out of place. And I love that. We literally are a family. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that. Go ahead, Jody.
No, I totally agree with you. So for Masa, I want to ask you, what advice would you give to other mothers who are considering starting their own business, online digital business, while raising a family?
I'd say that do not delay it. That's the first thing and the biggest lesson that I got when I started this business. I should have started 9 years ago when my son was born, and we shouldn't have gone through all those stresses and all those kind of downs actually of in the life. And I definitely recommend, if they have a big reason, if they have a big why, they want to spend more time with their kids and kind of like not letting other people see their kind of milestones, because I was kind of sending my son for 8 hours to daycare, and his teacher, they were the ones who were kind of seeing his milestones and everything. So if they have reasons like myself, or they want to have a plan B, like simply they want to have a peace of mind for their kids' future, for their retirement, whatever their why is, put it in front of you. It's never too late to start. But I'd say that today is the day that you start, because I say that anyone who's watching this video, there's a reason that this video is kind of shown to you. And I'm very, very kind of a big believer that anything that comes to my way, there is a sign and there's a reason. And I hope that everyone who's watching this video, they get inspired, and they start their own business. And as we all said, like if we could do it with all the kind of like, I still work like 5 days a week. I'm cutting off my days very shortly, but I still work full time. I have a very busy life like yourself, but you can do it. If we can do it, you can do it too.
Absolutely. And is there anything that you would like to add to that, Joyce?
Oh yeah. For me, my advice is more of, you can't pour from an empty cup. So find some, you moms out there, especially, find something that lights you up. Find something that you can be passionate about. Just something to make you feel more alive. And this could be it. Yeah, that's it. That's my advice.
Absolutely.
Well, you can see that we're all very passionate about the businesses that we're running. And
Yeah.
although, we are all on the same platform, we're all running individual businesses. And it's definitely done something in our lives to put the smile on our faces and to help us, not just provide for our families, but be there for our families, because there's nothing better than a parent that's present, right? Than a wife that's present.
Yes.
So if you're out there and you are wondering how you can get started, how you can find out what we're doing, and maybe it's something for you and you just want the information. If you notice, beside our pictures, you have our websites there. You can go on any of the websites there and enter your name and email address, pardon me, and we will send you more information. Also, you can just reach out directly to us. We'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And when you enter your email address on our website, then you will be prompted to watch our webinar. It gives you all the information. It's a 90-minute webinar. But if you feel that 90 minutes is just too long for you, reach out to us. We can get you in one of our Facebook groups that will give you a much more condensed version of our, presentation, so you can learn about this business. We thank you so much for joining us this evening. I want to thank our guests, Joyce and Masa. You guys were incredible this evening. You spoke very well. I mean, you guys spoke from the heart, and it definitely touched me. I'm excited about this business, and I'm excited for people to get to know what we're doing and to change their lives themselves.
And even though I'm not a mom, I totally agree with everything that you guys said. Because I see so many moms in this business and their lives are just being transformed. And I'm glad I'm into it. So when I do become a mom, I know I will have time to spend with those kids.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much again. We'll say bye for tonight. We'll see you on Sunday for another episode of Let's Talk with Kadian and Jody. Take care. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thanks for
guys.
watching.
Bye.